Oh, hello, Evie. Hello, Ottilie. Now, I'm going to read another story from the Brer Rabbit book, and I will read another one after that straight away because they're linked a little bit. And first, I'll show you the picture. It's called The Wonderful Tar Baby. Now, it's all about, if you can see that picture, okay, now that's about a doll that's made to look like a little doll that's covered in tar. Okay, tar is a very sticky substance. Imagine it's like honey, only black and very sticky. And you mix it with something called turpentine. So I'll explain that in the story as it goes, but that's just what it looks like. And it's a very sticky baby then, okay? And it's Brer Fox's way of trying to trick Brer Rabbit because he wants to eat him. Right, so here it is. Hope you enjoy it. One day, after Brer Rabbit had tricked Brer Fox with the calamus root, Brer Fox went to work. That's just something that's that you eat like a vegetable. So one day, after Brer Rabbit had tricked Brer Fox with the calamus root, Brer Fox went to work and got some tar and mixed it with some turpentine and made a thing he called Tar Baby. So the Tar Baby was a little doll and looked very funny. Brer Fox took his Tar Baby and gave it a hat and set it by the lane. Then he hid himself in some bushes to see what would happen. He didn't have to wait long, because by and by Brer Rabbit came along, galloping down the road, lippity-clippity, just as saucy as a jaybird. Brer Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit came prancing along till he spied the Tar Baby, and then he sat up on his hind legs in astonishment. The Tar Baby sat there, and Brer Fox, he lay low. So he's hiding in the bushes, watching. "Morning," said Brer Rabbit to the Tar Baby. "Nice weather today." The Tar Baby said nothing, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "How are you feeling this fine day?" said Brer Rabbit. Brer Fox winked to himself and lay low, and the Tar Baby said nothing at all. "What's the matter with you? Are you deaf?" said Brer Rabbit. "Because if you are, I can shout louder." The Tar Baby stayed still, and Brer Fox, he lay low. Brer Rabbit got angry. "You're stuck up, that's what you are," said Brer Rabbit, "and I'm going to cure you, that's what I'm going to do." Brer Fox sort of chuckled inside, but the Tar Baby said nothing. "I'm going to teach you how to talk to nice people if it's my last act," said Brer Rabbit. "Now just you listen to me. If you don't take off your hat and say 'How do you do' to me, I'm going to hit you in the middle of next week." The Tar Baby stayed still, and Brer Fox, he lay low. Brer Rabbit kept on telling the Tar Baby to be polite, and the Tar Baby kept on saying nothing. So presently Brer Rabbit drew back his fist and hit the Tar Baby on the side of the head. Blip. And that's just where he made a mistake. His fist stuck in the Tar Baby, and he couldn't pull it loose. The tar held him, and the Tar Baby stayed still, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "If you don't let me loose, I'll hit you again," said Brer Rabbit. And with that he hit out with his other hand, and that stuck too. The Tar Baby said nothing, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "Turn me loose or I'll kick the stuffing out of you," said Brer Rabbit. But the Tar Baby, she said nothing at all. She just held on, and then Brer Rabbit kicked out at her with all his might, and his feet stuck too. Brer Fox still lay low. Then Brer Rabbit squealed out that if the Tar Baby didn't turn him loose, he would butter so hard she would go lopsided. So butter means with his head. And then he buttered her, blip, and his head stuck too. Then Brer Fox, he strolled out of the bushes, looking as innocent as a day-old lamb. "How do you do, Brer Rabbit?" said Brer Fox. "You look sort of stuck up this morning." And then Brer Fox rolled on the ground and laughed till he couldn't laugh any more. "I expect you'll have dinner with me this time, Brer Rabbit," he said. I've got some calamus root for you, and I'm not going to take any excuse. You've just got to come to dinner with me this time." Old Brer Fox rolled on the ground again and laughed till he cried. "Well, I expect I've got you this time, Brer Rabbit," he said. "Maybe I haven't, but I think I have. You've been running around here cheeking me for a mighty long time, but I expect you won't do it any more. You've been dancing about and bouncing around until you think you're the biggest person here, and you're always somewhere that you've got no business to be," said Brer Fox. "Who asked you to come and talk to this tar baby, and who stuck you up where you are? Nobody in the world." Brer Rabbit said nothing. He just stayed stuck and thought hard. "You just threw yourself on that tar baby without waiting to be invited," said Brer Fox, "and there you are. And there you'll stay till I fix up a wood pile and set it alight, because I'm going to cook you this day, sure enough," said Brer Fox. And Brer Rabbit talked mighty humbly. "I don't care what you do with me, Brer Fox," he said, "so long as you don't fling me in that briar bush. Cook me, Brer Fox, but don't fling me in that briar bush." "It's too much trouble to make a fire," said Brer Fox. "I think I'll have to hang you." "Hang me as high as you please, Brer Fox," said Brer Rabbit, "but for goodness sake don't fling me in that briar bush." "I haven't got any string," said Brer Fox, "so I expect I'll have to drown you." "Drown me as deep as you please, Brer Fox," said Brer Rabbit, "but don't fling me in that briar bush." "There's no water near," said Brer Fox, "so I expect I'll have to skin you." "Skin me all you like, Brer Fox," said Brer Rabbit, "but please, please don't fling me in that briar bush." But Brer Fox wanted to hurt Brer Rabbit just as much as ever he could, so he thought he would fling him into the prickly briar bush. It's very thorny and prickly, a briar bush. He caught him by the hind legs and slung him right in the middle of the briar bush. Blim! There was a great to-do when Brer Rabbit hit the bush, and Brer Fox sort of hung around to see what would happen. By and by he heard somebody calling him, and away up the hill he saw Brer Rabbit sitting cross-legged on a log, combing the tar out of his fur with a wood chip. Then Brer Fox knew he had been badly tricked. Of course Brer Rabbit had to be saucy, and he shouted out, "I was bred and born in a briar bush, Brer Fox, bred and born in a briar bush." And with that he skipped off just as lively as a cat on hot bricks. So the briar bush he knew wouldn't hurt him. So he just wanted Brer Fox to throw him in there so he could escape, which he did. So the next story is called Brer Rabbit Gets a Riding Horse. And I'll read it straight into this one because it follows the last one. Brer Rabbit stayed in his house till the tar from the tar baby rubbed off his fur, but it wasn't many days before he was galloping up and down the place the same as ever, and perhaps a little cheekier than before. Well, the tale about how Brer Rabbit got stuck in the tar baby soon got round, and everyone laughed to hear it. Miss Meadows and the girls, who were great friends of Brer Rabbit, heard the tale too, and when Brer Rabbit paid them a visit, Miss Meadows asked him about it, and the girls began to giggle. But Brer Rabbit sat up just as cool as a cucumber and let them giggle. By and by he crossed his legs and winked his eyes slowly. Then he said, "Ladies, Brer Fox was my daddy's riding horse for 30 years, maybe more, but 30 years anyhow." Then he bowed politely, put on his hat, and marched off as stiff and straight as a walking stick. Well, the next day Brer Fox went calling on Miss Meadows and the girls, and as soon as he began to laugh about Brer Rabbit being stuck up in the tar baby, Miss Meadows told him what Brer Rabbit had said. "Brer Rabbit says you were his daddy's riding horse for 30 years, she said. "Well, well, fancy you being ridden by a rabbit, Brer Fox." Brer Fox snapped his jaws and looked mighty angry to hear such a thing. He stood up to go and said, "Ladies, just wait till I get hold of Brer Rabbit. I'll make him chew up his words sure enough." And with that, off Brer Fox marched. And when he got to the main road, he shook the dew off his tail and made straight for Brer Rabbit's house. When he got there, Brer Rabbit was expecting him, and the door was shut fast. Brer Fox knocked. Blim blam. Nobody answered. Brer Fox knocked again. Blim blam. Nobody answered. Then knocked a third time. Blim blam! Brer Rabbit called out in a mighty weak voice. Is that you, Brer Fox? I want you to run and fetch the doctor. The dish of parsley I ate this morning is making me feel bad. Do, please, Brer Fox, run quickly, said Brer Rabbit. I've come for you, said Brer Fox. There's going to be a party up at Miss Meadows. All the girls will be there, and I promised that I'd fetch you. The girls said it wouldn't be a proper party unless you were there, and they made me fetch you. Just trying to trick Brer Rabbit to come out so he could catch him, isn't he? I'm too sick to come, said Brer Rabbit. You're all right, said Brer Fox. A party will put you right, Brer Rabbit. It's what you're needing. I'm not needing anything, said Brer Rabbit in a weak voice. You just go away, Brer Fox. You make me feel worse. You're bound to feel bad if you go and shut yourself on a fine day like this, said Brer Fox. Come along with me and smell what a fine day it is. The day smells all right, said Brer Rabbit. It's you that doesn't smell so good to me, Brer Fox. The girls will be mighty sorry if I go back without you, said Brer Fox. I can't walk, I'm so weak, said Brer Rabbit. Well, I'll carry you, said Brer Fox. How? Said Brer Rabbit. In my arms, said Brer Fox. You'll drop me, said Brer Rabbit. I won't, said Brer Fox. Well, said Brer Rabbit after a bit, I'll come with you if you carry me on your back, Brer Fox. That's all right with me, said Brer Fox at once. Come on, Brer Rabbit, or the party will be over. I can't ride on your back unless I have a saddle to sit on, said Brer Rabbit. I'd be slipping off all the time. I'll get you a saddle, said Brer Fox. It's no good me sitting in a saddle unless I've some reins to hold on by, said Brer Rabbit. Well, I'll get you a bridle, said Brer Fox. I won't ride you unless you wear blinkers, said Brer Rabbit. If you don't wear blinkers, Brer Fox, you'll be shying at the tree stumps along the road and I'll fall off. I'll get some blinkers, said Brer Fox. You get all those things and I'll go to the party, said Brer Rabbit. Now see here, Brer Rabbit, said Brer Fox. I'll just carry you to the lane outside Miss Meadows' house, but you must get down and walk the rest of the way. That suits me all right, said Brer Rabbit. And then Brer Fox ran to fetch the saddle, the reins, and the blinkers. Now Brer Rabbit knew quite well that Brer Fox meant to take him to Miss Meadows and make him tell them it wasn't true that Brer Fox had been his daddy's riding horse, and he made up his mind to trick Brer Fox. By the time he had combed his hair and twisted up his whiskers, along came Brer Fox with the saddle and bridle on, looking as smart as a circus pony. He trotted up to the door and stood pawing the ground and chomping the bits in his mouth like a proper horse. Brer Rabbit got on his back and they ambled off. Brer Fox couldn't see him behind him because he was wearing blinkers over his eyes, but by and by he felt Brer Rabbit lift up one of his feet. What are you doing, Brer Rabbit? He said. Just pulling up my sock, Brer Fox, just pulling up my sock, said Brer Rabbit. By and by Brer Rabbit lifted up the other foot. What are you doing now, Brer Rabbit? Said Brer Fox. Just scratching my toe, Brer Fox, just scratching my toe, said Brer Rabbit. But all the time, gracious goodness, Brer Rabbit was putting on sharp spurs. They are little sharp like metal bits that you attach to the bottom of your shoe or the back of your boot, okay, that could jab into you. So you imagine that, okay. But all the time, gracious goodness, Brer Rabbit was putting on sharp spurs, and when they got close to Miss Meadows, where Brer Rabbit should have got off, Brer Rabbit slapped the spurs into Brer Fox's skin, and my word, didn't Brer Fox gallop along. Every time he slowed down, Brer Rabbit just stuck those spurs into him again, and Brer Fox let out a yell and galloped on at top speed. When he got to the house, Miss Meadows and the girls were sitting outside on the veranda, and instead of stopping at the gate, Brer Rabbit rode right through it and up to the horse rack. He jumped off Brer Fox, threw the reins over the horse rack, and ambled into the house, grinning all over his face. He shook hands with everyone and sat down to smoke a big cigar. Then he took the cigar out of his mouth, puffed out a cloud of smoke, and said, Ladies, didn't I tell you Brer Fox was the riding horse for our family? He's not so fast now as he was, but I dare say he'll get better after I've ridden him for a month or two." And then Brer Rabbit grinned, and the girls giggled, and Miss Meadows said what a fine pony Brer Fox was. Brer Fox was hitched tightly to the horse rack and couldn't loosen himself. "You just wait till you ride me home, Brer Rabbit," said Brer Fox, gritting his teeth. "You just wait." So there we are, he tricked him again. So poor old Brer Fox, and well done, Brer Rabbit. I hope you enjoyed that. That was 2 stories in one, okay? And I shall read another one for another day. Okay. So love you lots, and we can't wait, Nanny and I, to see you all properly when this virus problem is over and we go back to normal. Until then, tatty bye. Love you lots. Bye bye.